And I just got a little bit of a piece here that didn't want to go down, so I'm just going to push it in. Hold on, guys. This thing did not want to go in properly. Okay. The back one didn't want to go in, so we'll try it again. Okay, the back one's in. Alright, you're fucking me. There we go. Alright, that's totally in there. Okay, that's in there good. See, it ain't gonna fall out. Oop. It'll fall out of my fingers, but it won't fall out. Okay. Looks good. Okay, next we're gonna put the joystick back on. Don't forget your screw. Okay, it's upside down. The way the spring goes is upside down. The small part goes up, the big part goes down. If you try to do it the opposite way, it ain't gonna fit. So you just put that ring on that ring. Okay. Next, we're gonna complete this by closing it up. Now, people are gonna get a little confused, but there's a really easy way to figure this out on a Gen 3. Okay, you have a little nodule. Okay, right there at this bottom corner, and there's another little nodule on the inside corner of on the top here where I'm pointing. Okay, down inside the circuit, you could see the two nodules like little pins that are supposed to go there. That's how you line them up. If you ever get confused and you're like, oh man, which way they're supposed to go, that's how you know. So just line up the one bottom corner with the bottom corner. And then before you squeeze it on there, bro, make sure that everything's okay. Wiggle it around a couple times. Okay. So far, so good, guys. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push these back shut. There you go. That's it. That's literally as simple as that. They just close these outside pieces of metal just close them on themselves. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright. But be careful with the terminals, man. Don't break anything. Okay. That's it. Done. Good to go. Okay. Now, we'll mount it back in here. So, it goes on the way it came out. Don't forget this. This is important. How does it go in? Okay. So the way this is going to go in, at the bottom. Alright, you see this little hook? There's a little hook here, okay? See this hook? This hook is going to act like there's a piece for this hook to lay flat. So when you clip it in, because they don't really clip in, but they just kind of, let me clip this one in. Okay. This little hook is going to be towards me. So the pattern on the underside, you should have the two straight lines facing you when you put them in. Okay. It's no big deal. Just lift it up a little bit. Remember, it goes on top. The terminal itself. Okay. You go. Get off me. Alright, if it doesn't sit in there, don't force it on there, man. That means something got whacked. And all that means is one of these buttons on the bottom, A, B, X, Y, whatever controller you're working on, got twisted a little bit. So there's a little slot. There you go. See? That's it. Boom. See how it sat in there? All I did was I turned the A button to the proper spot, and it sat in there fine. Okay, great. Next, at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start putting some screws back in. Okay, I'm just going to put a couple screws in. Don't wrench them down. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever to wrench these things down. Okay? There's no reason whatsoever. Don't screw them in like screw them in. Just get them seated. That's it. That's it. See? Did you see me wrench it down? No. But if there's a little wiggle room, you fix it. There you go. See? No wiggles. No wiggles. That's it. Okay. We got 2 screws left. Also, so that you're not tweaking anything, just set the screws in there. You're going to tighten up everything after the screws are already in there. Okay, after the screws are set in there. Then we're going to go back and really tighten stuff down so it's snug. Now there's a little magnet. That magnet will mess with you. Okay, that magnet will mess with you. Okay, Got them all in there. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put the fourth one in now. Okay, now I'm going to go through and tighten each one of these. And actually, I don't have to. Okay, everything's nice and snug. Next, we're going to put the ribbon back in. Doesn't want to work with me, so we'll take a little piece here. Okay, it's in there. There you go, it's in there. Just close it up. That's all it takes to close it, okay? Now, it's assembly time. Okay? Now, we're not going to totally assemble this. Why? I know you guys can answer that question. Why don't you think we're trying to totally assemble this? Put all the screws in and make sure. Because just in case, we got to take this damn thing apart again. We're going to do this one at a time. We're going to test this. That's why I didn't use any cleaner. Because if you use cleaner, if it's wet, you might as well just wait till it dries. It should dry if you didn't soak the damn thing. Okay, putting everything back together. You see the little hook here? This hook is going to connect with the hook. Might not be this one, actually. There's another hook. Alright, hold on. Uh-oh. Losing it. I'm losing it! I'm losing it! Hold on. 1 second, guys. Alright. Alright, get ready, guys. We're gonna put this ribbon. Alright, see that? Goes right into this spot. And just be careful with the ribbon. Alright guys, I actually made a mistake. This is going to go up here. This bottom part. So when we put it in there, you see that little circular, you see this circular thing? That's where this goes. This little tip here is going to fit in that little indentation. Like that. Okay? Now, there's going to be another indentation right here in the center. I don't know if you guys could see that right where my finger is. Here. Okay, right here. That's where that post goes. So there's a post that goes in here. This fits into an indentation. I'll show you here. See, that goes into the indentation. This right here goes in here. The post is going to fit inside the post down here. So what you do is it just lines up. Boom. See that? It just lines up. Also, there's a doohickey right here. Another post. So just be careful when you're putting this back together. That's all. That's all. Just be careful when you're putting it back together. No big deal. That's it. See, it just slowly just work it in there. See, now it's totally in there. Here's the first spot. It goes in there. The post is inside that post slot, and the indentations in that one little hole I showed you. Okay. Now the ribbon. Get the ribbon, tuck it in, get ready to put it into position. Okay, it's in there. It'll do everything on its own pretty much, okay? Just in case though, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a wiggle, 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 until I think it's in there. Sometimes you need to. Okay, I just want to wiggle it in there. Okay, it's closed in there. Alright. It's not. It popped out. No problem. Now it's in there. That sits in there. Okay. Next, we go to put this piece back on. Okay. Same thing like before, how I showed you. It just clips in there. There's a post. Supposed to go in there. This one takes a little bit of finagling. Just be careful. I accidentally lifted the inside ribbon up. Okay? It happens. All you do is you just push it back in there. Because it fell out. Because I accidentally hit the locking mechanism. Just lock it again. There we go. Okay. Now, back to loading this up. This works for both sides. I'm just doing the right side because the joystick was the one that kind of fucked me up. Okay, that was easy. I pulled the trigger to get it in there. I pulled the trigger down to set it in there. Alright. Okay, it's in there. Okay, it's in there. It's back into position. Alright. Next, I'll set this up. Now the way this sets in there, it goes in between. So you'll open this up a little bit. Okay, there's a little hook here. This hook is going to hook inside where my thumb is. It's like a spacer in between. Boom, that's it. And then everything else will line itself up. See, everything else lined up perfectly. Alright. Now the next thing I want to do we'll put the ring back on. The way the ring goes on is you want to stick this this left side in first. Sorry, is it the left side or right side? I'm about to tell you right now. So this right side in first. There's a little indentation here, like a little opening. There's a hook here. So what you want to do is you stick the hook inside that piece first. There you go. See? And then you work your way around. And when you get to the other side, you just keep. That's it. It's in there. That's it. Now, this is where I'm gonna test the controller out now to see if it's working properly. Okay. Yeah, this is when I'm gonna test it out to see if it's working properly. Now, if I were you guys, everything's going to be the same from here on out. See how I set my screws up on this left hand side? Okay. Big one's going to go in first. Then the little one's going to go in next. See this? Big one, little one, little one, little one, little one. Then the two smallest ones. The two smallest ones are going to go in these two holes. Alright, so the big one. The big one's going to go here. Then you got the second big one, which is going to go here. Then you got the third big one, which is going to go here, I think. Then you got the two smallest ones. Well, anyways, you'll figure it out. They're self-explanatory because these ones have screw marks. Then the two smallest ones. Then the just a regular one again. It's going to go in this spot. Then you got the really long one, which is going to go right in this spot right here. Maybe I'll just show you that. But this is where I would test it before I start putting all these screws in, just in case if I got to pull this thing apart again, okay? So I'm going to stop the video here. Everything else is self-explanatory, right? These 4 screws are going to go back into the position. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? These 4 screws that we pulled out first. 1, 2, 3, 4. See them? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's these 4 screws. These screws here already lined up into position. That's why when I took them out, I set them in left to right. Just makes it easier for me when I want to put everything back in, right? Grab this one, goes into first one. Grab this one, goes into the second hole. Grab this third one, goes into this hole. Grab this fourth one, goes into this hole. You grab the smallest one, goes here. You grab the smallest one, goes here. You grab the other screw, goes in this spot. Then you got this big black screw, which is going to go in this indentation here, where it's already at. Alright guys, that's how you take care of a controller. And the same thing would go for the opposite side as well, okay? I only did my right hand controller because that's what got me killed. Alright, no big deal. Let's test it out.